Oh, hello, attack element. Couldn't make it for 1:30 for a few days. How are you doing? Are you doing your studies too? Yeah, everything is fine. Just a bit tired after the morning classes. You've been studying? It's good. 彼女は出産
彼女は女の子を出産したんだ。
引っ張る
引っ張る。娘が私の手を引っ張った。
Master of new word
司会。彼は司会が上手ですね。
司会開く
開く。32ページを開いてください。
かかぐるかぐ
担ぐ。彼は大きな荷物を担いできたの。
担ぐ動物園
動物園。昨日子供たちと動物園に行きました。
製品
製品。
頭上
通常。通常は
通常彼はようやく姿表す
表す。
髪の毛
髪の毛。
焼ける
焼ける。
受け止まり受け止まいい受け止める
受け止める。ボールが速すぎて受け止められなかったの。購入。入学式の後、教科書を購入してください。
購入boldly 思い切って
思い切って思い切って
乾く
乾く。
海岸
海岸。海岸を散歩しましょう。
成績
成績。
辛い
辛い。彼は辛いものが好きです。
回避
回避。
不当
封筒。その手紙を封筒に入れた。
封筒押し入れクローゼット
押し入れ。
受験
受験。ガラガラ。誰かがガラガラとうがいをしているね。
ガラガラ開ける
開ける。
電車
電車。
昼食
朝食。朝食に納豆を食べました。
朝食昼食です昼食 is lunch 朝食 The Japanese stacks are filled with detail. I need to find a decent Chinese stack. You mean the Chinese stacks don't have the sentences? Or the this thing. Traffic, transportation. 交通
交通。
冷めないうちにどうぞ。上がる。
上がる。
actual spot 現地を現場。現場。
現場。事故現場には入れません。
What are you looking for the Chinese deck? 乗り換える。
乗り。
Oops. 水曜日 Wednesday
水曜日。
送り仮名 The attached 仮名。
送り仮名。その送り
The Japanese have the word or thought, and then it has it in a sentence. Yeah. Only have a sentence and voice. Have the word or thought. What do you mean by thought? Lecture.
講演。彼の講演は評判がいい。
Unaware. 知らず。
知らず知らず。
涼しい。
涼しい。
Playground. Grounds and sports field. 運動場。
運動場。
Thought without knowing it. Thought without knowing it. Word unaware. Not sure what you mean there. How are you searching for the decks? I think there's a web. Let me see. Okay. You have a website? Is it this one? Wait. Is it this one? Oh, wait a minute, they are... They are for English, some of them. Are you looking at the same site? So for this, let me show you the thing. So for the thought, do you mean like, oops, expression, reading, it's probably better ones. Some words are more of an expression, like phrases. Okay, I think I get what you mean. Definition. What is that? Oh, there's Chinese medicine too. Yeah, I'll continue. Treat. He bought me a meal. おごる。
おごる。彼に食事をおごってもらった。
経済的。
経済的。
しばらく。For the meantime.
しばらく。
Fusion. Fusion. 混乱。
混雑。今日はデパートが混雑。
混雑。Looks like a sportsman. 彼は彼は indeed. 光る No.
いかにも彼はいかにもスポーツマンらしいです。
いかにも
講義。彼の講義はとてもわかりやすいですね。
崩める
崩れる。大雨で
崩れる打ち消す
打ち消す。
外貨
外貨。
進学
進学。
政じる
接する。子供が動物に接するのはいいことで。
上級
供給。
供給推測
推測。
カタログ
カタログ。カタログを見て注文したんだ。カタログ。
スラスラ。
スラスラ。
今日の
休校。今日のフランス語の講座は休校です。
講座。休語。吸入。
記入。
返す。
返す。
How to clean up after the meal 食事のあと後片付後片付け
後片付け。食事の後片付けを。
Household expenses expenditure 買い刺繍
支出。今月の
外務省
外務省。
ジョギング
ジョギング。私は毎日ジョギングをしています。
ジョギング
ジョギング。
順位
順位。
じ時給
時給。
20歳
20歳。
ドクター医者
医師。医師に入院を勧められたの。
医師 Black screen I mean for the is it for the stream it's okay on my side 医師暗記 for the last word. Is it like that? I was editing the word. Because for Japanese there's like the gailai go and the native words, the native versus the like the English translated words. So I want to differentiate between them. Ishi versus Isha. Everyday 日常生活では医者使うことが多い。法律など公式には医師に使う。So for everyday life we use normally 医者 but for law or official purposes 医師。
医師。医師に。
Doctor is similar in Chinese, yeah. Yeah, for Chinese, if you use this, they can understand too. Although normally they use 医生。誰も彼の No one recognizes. 苦しみ
苦しみ
専門家
講師専門家を講師に招いた。
専門家自然カラメティ災難
災害地震は自然災害の一つです。
Right. 送る
送る
希望
希望彼は
Year end 歳末
歳末
Contrivance いろいろ Contrivance して工夫
工夫
この本の作者
作者
訴え
訴え
セロテープ
セロテープ
成立
設立当社は10年前に設立されたの。
苦しめる
苦しむ彼女はアレルギーに苦しんでいる。技師彼はレントゲン技師です。
いいわ Whole family celebrated him 祝い
祝う家族で彼の合格を祝ったよ。
Okay, I know. Oh my god. かかる
かかる
しゃがむ
しゃがむ
ご存知
ご存知
主張
主張
出版
出版社彼女は出版社
Dark and Damp 暗くて Moisture is 湿気
湿気この辺
住む
住む
砂漠
砂漠
establishment 設置
設置お店に防犯カメラが設置されたわね。
December
師走師走に入ると忙しくなります。
師走師走とは旧暦 Lunar Calendar 12月の一生 or another name 新暦 Solar Calendar に more you also used for solar calendar. 旧暦師走の漢字師走は当て字で当て字 OK 漢字 used as phonetic 語源は以下の通り諸説あるが未証can be the following reason might be any of those following reasons 師走の語源で最も読めの説例は小の層がお経をあげるために東西を発せる月と解釈するのしわす発せるしわすがある。Okay, the most famous is when master wants to give their disciple the scripture it's the month where what is that drink plus Dorito plus この説は平安末期のいろはじ類小にしわすの中として説明されている。現代のしわすと漢字の意味も近く古い説であるため有力のに思える。しわす説は民間語源である。ただし、しわつの字が当てられた由来はこの説からと考えることはできる。Yeah, a lot of words I never studied yet. maybe 6K might not be enough, but I will finish that to decide. その後師走の語源には年が果てる意味の年発が変化したとする説。その他年が果てる The fruit of the year, the result of the year. Oh wait, the end of the year. Okay. 年は師走年末 Yeah, only one way. 四季の果てる月を意味する始末からとする説。始末 The extreme zenith culmination the end okay, the end of the 4 seasons. 果てる始末一年の最後になし終える end of a year 意味の始末からとする説などがある。Well, the first meaning I'm not so sure, but the others is the end of the year. 年末しますかが
担ぐ。彼は大きな荷物を担いできたの。
担ぐ博物館広
告その
Oh shit Freightこのトラックは貨物建築封筒
純粋子供の純粋な心を傷つけてはいけない。
行為昼食更新の上進行
学会は予定通りに進行しています。
彼女はフューリアスにニューワード
カンカン彼女はカンカンに怒っています。
カンカン金属
アルミニウムは金属の一種です。
朝食。
朝食。朝食に納豆を食べました。
Wait a minute. What was the thing just now? 朝食。Wait a minute. 朝食、昼食。OK。朝食。危機。
危機、地球環境の危機が叫ばれているのよ。
ウエスト。
ウエスト。最近ウエストが太くなったな。
苦心。
苦心。
実物。
実物。
土曜日。サタデー。
土曜日。
家屋。
家屋。
frequently 見る。回数。
回数。
更新。
更新。
何か。
お手伝い。何かお手伝いしましょうか。
This sentence doesn't show the meaning of the shop for helper. Help. Assist. Maid. Helper. Help. Assist. So can either be the helper or the act of helping.薄める。
薄める。スープを少し薄めましょうか。
区域。
区域。ここは危険区域よ。
洪水。
洪水。
Construction standard. 基準。
基準。
身長。
身長。
信頼。
信頼。
commonality。共通。
共通。
誤り。
誤り。回答に誤りが3つありますよ。
この辺 area 一帯。
一帯。この辺一帯はリンゴ畑です。
着替え。
着替え。着替えを旅行カバンに詰めたよ。
小鳥。
小鳥。誕生日に小鳥を買ってもらいました。
延期。
延期。運動会は雨で延期されました。
新年。
新年。
sneeze. Oh my god. This can't remember.
くしゃみ。風でくしゃみが止まりません。
くしゃみ。くしゃみ is from くしゃみ is from O. 草芽クソクミクソクミャクソクミャオクソクミャオくしゃみ彼のいた始めるしらすしらすしらすしらずいたじらず
著しい。彼の成長は著しいです。
一円印 OK 印著しい
司会。彼は司会が上手ですね。
司会吸い込む
吸い込む。
解放
解放。
聖書
聖書。この手紙を聖書してください。
再会
再会。彼らは互いに再会を喜んだの。
衣類
衣類の整理をしたよ。
私たちは loud voice
大声。私たちは大声で歌を歌ったの。
大声完了
完了。
理科仮説
家庭の話だけでは結論は出ません。
混雑
混雑。
購入
入学式の後教科書を購入してください。
use of 仮名遣い
仮名遣い。祖父は古い仮名遣いで書くことがあるの。
いかにも彼はいかにも
症状
医者に症状を説明。
崩れる植木ガラガラ。
誰かがガラガラとうがいをしているね。
歌声。校舎から歌声が聞こえてきたよ。
接する供給
Oh my
God 健康
キョロキョロ。会場で子供がキョロキョロしているわよ。
say what? Play back. 留守番祭。祭。
再生。留守番電話のメッセージを再生したの。
記入。
記入。
草木。
草木。
視点。
視点。
ケッチ。
ケチ。
描く。彼は人物。
ザラザラ。
ザラザラ。
9。
9。彼。
監督。
監督。その監督はアカデミー。
Please breathe slowly. 呼吸。呼吸。
呼吸。ゆっくり呼吸してください。
資質。
資質。
彼の公
演。彼の講演は評判がいい。
カミソリ。
カミソリ。
Yeah. What is that? Okay. Thanks. 彼はカラカラ。
カラカラ。彼はカラカラと笑いました。
Yeah, always good to have anime girls. Power. 権力。
権力。彼はこの国で大きな権力を持っているわ。
権力。Cleanliness。レストランは。Cleanliness。清潔。レストランは清潔が第一です。 清潔。彼の言葉が本当かはいい。疑問。
疑問。彼の言葉が本当かは疑問です。
ドロップ。危険。
彼は試合の途中で棄権したぞ。
危険。く
たびれる。たくさん歩いてくたびれました。
くたびれる。税産。
財産。
ハンド。丁寧に。ハンド。
扱う。この荷物は丁寧に扱ってください。
扱う。ビジネススート。背広。
背広をクリーニングに出しました。
正当チャジャラリ。ガヤガヤ。
生徒たちがガヤガヤと騒いでいますね。
新自然、海外、
災害、
災設立。
設立。
Right, thanks for the encouragement. 彼女はアレルギーに苦しむ。
苦しむ、
祝う。
祝う、
抗議。
抗議。
休校。
休校。
医師。
医師。
Oh, that's fine. See you tomorrow. I'll think I can make it for 1:30 tomorrow. Thanks. So check. Tomorrow is 19. Should be. Right. Good night. It's quite late there already. Speaker 講師。
講師、専門家を講師に招く。
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming. 彼は技師。
技師、彼はレントゲン技師です。
技師。担ぐ。
担ぐ。彼は大きな荷物。
広告。
広告。
教職。
朝食。
しゃがみ。
くしゃみ、か、
くしゃみ。Conspicuous. 著しい。
著しい。視界。
視界。December しは師走。
師走。師走に入ると忙しくなります。
家庭。
家庭。
上長。
症状、
症状。21。アリとハト。The ant and the hat. Hat is pigeon. アリが水を飲みに泉に降りてきて足を滑らせる。滑らせる水に落ち溺れそう。溺れそう。Spill? Wait. Struggle. Oh. 溺れそうに なりました。それを見た鳩が木の声を追って泉に落としてやりました。あるいは声だに這い上がって命拾いしました。ちょうどそこへ持ち竿を持ったlime stick bird lime 持ち竿 What's a lime stick? Oh, it's a glue trap for birds or insects. 持ち竿を持った鳥差しがやってきて鳩を取ろうと狙いをつけました。それに気がついたアリはこれは大変と鳥差しの足に思いっきりはみつきました。痛い。鳥差しはOh, it's the person that's catching. Oh, okay. 鳥差しは飛び上がって持ち竿を切り出し、鳩は逃げることができました。自分を助けてくれた人には恩返しをしなければならないとこのお話は教えています。The ant and the pigeon dove. アリが水を飲みに、what's that again? 泉に降りてきて、descend. The ant came to have a drink at a fountain, spring. 足を滑られて水を落ちWhat is that? that. Where was I? 呼ばれそうになりました。Looks like he's going to drown. それを見た鳩が The dove, after seeing that, 木の小枝を追って泉に落としてやりました。The pigeon broke off a small branch from a tree and dropped it into the spring. アリは小枝に這い上がってcrawl up. The ant crawled up the small branch. 命拾いしました and was saved. ちょうどそこへちょっとそこへ持ち竿ちょうどそduring that moment持ち竿を持った鳥刺しがやってきてA bird catcher came armed with a lime stick for catching birds. 持ち竿鳩を取ろうと狙いをつける鳩を折ろうと狙いをつけました came to catch the pigeon それに気がついたアリは The ant noticed and then これは大変 This is a serious matter This is bad と年差しの足に then did something to the bird catcher's foot 思いっきりはみつきました with all his might bit on it はみつの髪噛みつきました痛い Ouch 鳥刺しは飛び上がって持ち竿を切り出す The bird catcher released or threw the lime stick away up into the air 鳩は逃げることができました The pigeon escaped 自分を助けてくれた人に to people who helped you 恩返しをしなければなれないと You shouldn't not help them You shouldn't not return a favorこのお話は教えています That is what the story is telling us Why is my phone not turning on? The ant and the pigeon. An ant came down to a spring to drink some water. He mistakenly slipped into the spring and was almost drowning. What? He was drowning. A pigeon that happened to observe the entire scene snapped a small tree branch off a tree and dropped it into the spring. The ant climbed up onto the branch and managed to save his own life. Shortly after that, ちょっとそこへ。Just then. Shortly after that, a bird hunter holding a lime twig appeared. And tried to hunt the pigeon. The ant noticed what the hunter tried to do and thought that he should do something to prevent the hunter from hunting the pigeon. He bit the hunter on the foot with all his force, or his might. His bite successfully made the hunter jump up with a sharp pain. And dropped the lime twig off to the ground, which also made it possible for the pigeon to fly away safely. This story tells us that we have to return a favor to those who have helped us.
アリとハト。アリが水を飲みに泉に降りてきて、足を滑らせて水に落ち、溺れそうになりました。それを見たハトが木の小枝を折って泉に落としてやりました。アリは小枝に這い上がって命拾いしました。ちょうどそこへ持ち竿を持った鳥刺しがやってきて、ハトを取ろうと狙いをつけました。それに気がついたアリは、これは大変と鳥刺しの足に思いっきり噛みつきました。痛い。鳥刺しは飛び上がって持ち竿を放り出し、ハトは逃げることができました。自分を助けてくれた人には恩返しをしなければならないと、このお話は教えています。
Right. Supply. 供給。
供給。カンカン、彼女。
キョ
キョロキョロ。
再生。描る。
描く。
監督。公園。helper 何かお手伝い。
何かお手伝いしましょうか。
cleanliness 清潔。危険。くたびれる。財産。Oh my god. Really? 扱う。災害。騎士。
義士。彼は
大声。
大声。
朝食。
朝食。
み。
くしゃみ。風邪で
くしゃ。司会。
司会。
歌声。
歌声。
症状。
症状。
9. It's okay.
Hello, pretty people. Kawajapa no Kyodori desu. I am Kyodori from Kawajapa. Today we are going to talk about the particle mo. Mo is not difficult, but once again, because the standard Western grammar model does not tend to grasp its core function, there can be confusions and difficulties. The core function of mo is very simple. Mo, just like wa, is a non-logical topic marking particle. If you don't know what that means, you might want to go back to the lesson on wa where this was fully explained. For now, we'll simply use an example. Watashi wa Nihonjin desu. Watashi mo Nihonjin desu. Now, as we have explained before, the core of this sentence, the logical sentence, is simply Nihonjin desu, which analyzes to 0 ga Nihonjin desu. Because every sentence, as we have explained, is bound together with ga. There can't be a Japanese sentence without a ga, although you often can't see it. Nihonjin desu is a full, complete Japanese sentence, and it means, usually, I am Japanese, because it has the 0 particle and the 0 pronoun. 0 ga Nihonjin desu means I am Japanese. So, when we say watashi wa Nihonjin desu or watashi mo Nihonjin desu, why do we use this non-logical topic, which is actually not necessary to the sentence? It may be to clarify who the subject is, or very often it is to make some other point or inference. In this case, let's assume in the first place that someone said, Amerikajin desu. To that we reply, watashi wa Nihonjin desu. What you're actually saying here is, as for me, on the contrary, I am Japanese. We're changing the topic and the subject by using a wa-marked topic, and you're using the distinguishing, the exclusive particle wa to make it clear that what you have to say about the new topic is different from what was said about the old topic. The particle mo, on the other hand, is the inclusive topic. In this case, if someone had said Nihonjin desu, you might reply watashi mo Nihonjin desu. As for me, also, I am Japanese. Both wa and mo change the subject and change the topic of the sentence. But wa stresses that what we are saying about the new topic is different from what we said about the old topic, and mo stresses that what we said about the new topic is the same as what we said about the old topic. Wa is the distinguishing exclusive particle, mo is the additive inclusive particle. So, as we have seen, the mo, just like the wa, can appear to conceal the ga particle. Actually, it's not concealing it at all, because we can use the sentence with no visible ga and no wa either. But sometimes it's actually helpful in defining what the ga particle is going to be. But it doesn't have to be the ga particle. Let's take another 2 parallel sentences. Keiki wa tabeta and keiki mo tabeta. As you know, the simplest way of putting this is simply keiki o tabeta, and both of the other sentences imply and actually mean keiki o tabeta, but we have added to that basic keiki or tabata, a non-logical topic. Why have we done this? If you attended the wa versus ga advanced lesson, I think you'll know what we mean when we say keiki wa tabata instead of keiki or tabata. We are saying, as for cake, I ate that. The implication is that there's something else that you didn't eat. It might mean you ate nothing but cake, but it could also mean there's something in particular that you expect the hearer to be aware of that you didn't eat. You might be saying, I didn't eat my dinner, but as for cake, I did eat that. Now, when you say keiki mo tabata, you're saying the reverse of this. You're saying that you ate cake as well as something else. You ate your dinner and you also ate cake. So once again, wa is the distinguishing, excluding particle, and mo is the additive, including particle. And from this, we can proceed to some of the subtler uses of mo. A type of sentence that you'll often come across is something like "Soyu hito mo iru," and probably the best way to translate that into natural English is to say, some people are like that. Why do we use mo here? What is the implication of this mo? Well, it's marking the people, and what we're saying about them is that they exist. So, "Soyu hito mo iru" means people like this exist, as well as people of another type. In English we say some people because we're not saying that all people are like this, we're only saying that some people are like this. In Japanese what we're saying is people like this exist in addition to other kinds of people. So once again we are drawing on the inclusive additive quality of mo to make very elegantly and simply a sentence that tells us that people like this exist but aren't the only kind of people that exist. As we would say in English, some people are like this. We have now considered the core function of mo as a major grammatical particle. It does have some other functions when it is attached to other words, such as nanimo, daremo, nandemo, the te form of verbs and expressions of quantity. These may seem like a number of random functions that you just have to learn, but they are in fact all connected to the additive function of mo, and I will be explaining this in a future lesson. Please remember that the course book for this course of lessons is Unlocking Japanese. Hello pretty peoples, Kawajapa no Kyodori desu. I am Kyodori from Kawajapa. Particle can replace the ga particle in subordinate clauses. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? It sounds illogical, random, and very complicated. And in fact it's nothing of the sort. Like most of Japanese, it is simple, logical, and very easily intuitively grasped. But this way of describing it with subordinate clauses is based in European grammar, not Japanese grammar, and it confuses the whole issue and takes away our ability to logically grasp what's going on. So, let's begin by quickly refreshing our memories on what the no particle is. The no particle is the possessive particle. It marks the possessive case, and it's the only particle that has an exact equivalent in the English language. The English no particle is apostrophe S. So we say Sakura no boshi or Mary's hat. The apostrophe S and the no do exactly the same thing. And the no particle is doing this even when it's turning a noun into an adjective. But I'll explain that on another occasion. For this time, let's look at a sentence where no can replace ga. First of all, let's have it with the ga. Watashi ga tabeta keiki wa oishikatta. The cake I ate was delicious. Now, we know how the ga particle works, don't we? It binds together every sentence, connecting a thing that is doing or being something with what it is doing or being. That's what a sentence is in Japanese or any other language. In Japanese, it always has to be bound with the ga particle. And in this sentence, the main ga, the primary ga, the ga that is binding together the whole sentence is not actually visible. The sentence is bound together by the invisible ga because we've said keiki wa oishikatta desu, which means as for the cake, it was delicious. And we very likely chose that wa in order to avoid slight inelegance of two gas in the same sentence. The skeleton sentence, the main sentence is keiki ga oishikatta. Keiki ga oishikatta. The cake was delicious. The rest of the sentence is simply telling us something about that cake. Watashi ga tabeta keiki. Watashi ga tabeta is a complete logical sentence in itself. I ate. You can use this on its own. Did you eat today? Yes, I ate. In this sentence, however, it's not working as a standalone sentence. It's working as an adjective. It is what we can call an adjectival clause. It's telling us something more about the cake. What cake was it? It was the cake I ate. We could say the blue cake, the coffee cake, the yellow cake, the horrible cake. We can use any kind of adjective, but we can also use an entire logical clause as an adjective. The I ate cake, the cake I ate. Now, this is the kind of sentence in which you can use no in place of ga. You can't use it for the main ga of a sentence, the ga that's tying everything together. You can only use it for an adjectival ga. And why can we do that? Well, let's look at an English equivalent. Her shouting at the waiter upset me. Now, the sub-sentence here is she shouted at the waiter, but we've turned it around into her shouting at the waiter. What we've done is we've turned it into a noun. Her shouting at the waiter is the shouting at the waiter that she did. She possesses it because she did it. It was her shouting at the waiter. We do something very similar in Japanese, only it doesn't turn the logical clause into a noun, it turns it into an adjective. So, we can say, Watashi no tabeta keiki ga oishikatta. My ate cake was delicious. It's working in exactly the same way. My ate cake is the cake I ate. I own the action, I did it. In English again we might say, my broken window got me into trouble. My broken window here means the window I broke. We can't use it in all cases in English. For example, we wouldn't say, my ran mile, meaning the mile I ran. But in Japanese we can use it in all cases. My broken window, my ate cake, my ran mile. Watashi no hashita maeru. And really it's as simple as that. If we want to put it in an active manner, we can say, Watashi ga tabeta keiki wa oishikatta. But we can also say, Watashi no tabeta keiki wa oishikatta. One means the cake I ate was delicious. The other one means my eaten cake was delicious. My eaten in the sense of I was the one who ate it. So you see that no, it's not just randomly substituting for ga. It's doing something very similar to something we do in English. If we understand that, we don't start counting on our fingers and wondering whether the wa has become the no or the no has become the wa or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's very simple, straightforward, logical, intuitive grammar. Please remember,
カンカン、
カンカン、
キョロキョロ、
キョロキョロ、
描く、
描く、
お手伝い、
お手伝い。何かお手伝い。
だい、フォーチュン、財産、
財産、
伝める。
扱う。このに
使う。大声。
大声。
しゃがみ。の。しゃがみ。
くしゃみ風で
くしゃみ。Alright, 4 for later. I think that's all for today. Stop here. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.